Well, I'm on my way home from the Meadows in Washington, Pennsylvania. So you'll note, I know at least two people are listening right now to this video, but they're not listening just to me talk. They're listening to the rest of the video. If you notice, the car is quiet. It's quiet. Why is it quiet? Well, we are fortunate in the stable to have people from all facets of the workplace. We have doctors, we have lawyers, we have bakers, hairstylists. We also have somebody that knows a thing or two about tires. Now, David Bolus had messaged me once, had called me, and we talked about it in person. The noise of the back of the car, I thought was the bearings or the drums or whatever the hell it is. What the hell do I know? I don't know what it is. David said it's your tires. I said, David, it can't be the tires. I just bought them brand new in November. It's quite a while ago now. 40,000 kilometers ago. So he said, I'm telling you, it's your tires. How did he put it? They get chalky, the backs of them. He said, how many times have you rotated your tires since you got them? I said, rotated my tires? He said, yeah, you got to rotate your tires every 5,000 miles. He said, roughly every 2 oil changes. You gotta rotate them. I didn't know you had to rotate them. I had no idea you had to rotate them. I guess somewhere in my head, I knew you had to rotate them. Just I never extracted that information from my head, nor did I ever think about it. Got it oil changed every time I was supposed to. Every 7,000 kilometers, synthetic oil. I do what I can for my car. I use it a lot. Don't want it breaking down. I found it hard to believe that just tires made I said it out loud, I feel like an idiot. Oh, I had no idea that tires are such an important component to a car. What an idiot I am. So anyway, I'm sitting in the Meadows yesterday. Of course, I'm doing videos everybody wants to call. I'm sitting in the Meadows yesterday, and David calls. He never calls. Always emails, texts. We talk about horses. I see him in person. He calls. He said, Anthony, I just watched your latest video. I can barely hear you. It's so loud. I'm telling you. He said, you're going to the dealership. Get your tires done. I said, okay, Dave. All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm done racing at 145. I'm going to go into Cannonsburg, where Mark Weaver lives there. Everything's in there. Call Mark. He said, yeah, there's a tire shop. Al's Discount Tires, Cannonsburg. Free plug for Al. He said, go in there. They looked at it. Yeah. Your back tires they're done. They're shot. They're chalky. That's the word, chalky. I don't know what the hell chalky means. So he said, in your right front tire, he said, it looks like you might have put too much air in it, or somebody did. That if you have too much air in your tires, the middle tread gets worn, according to Al. So he said, you have one good tire. I said, I guess that makes my car a unicycle. I said, okay, can you find me 4 new tires for the car? And he did. 4 brand new tires. My God, it's like a brand new mattress in your house. You don't realize how horrible your old one was until you're laying on a new one. And this is so quiet. Such a nice drive. So, David and Debbie, I owe you a steak dinner. It's only redeemable in Lexington and Harrisburg. It's caveat. That's what that's called. So, thank you very much. Obviously, the treads were worn out bad on one tire. Tires were screwed on the other tire. The treads were screwed on the other tire. And David Bolus, another man who knows his business well, was 100% correct. Not saying there isn't anything wrong with the car. Otherwise, a few little other things wrong with it, I'm sure. But that noise, 100% correct. So, the last 2 days you watched me drive. Let me give you a little. It was funny. I was talking to somebody yesterday. There's a lot of stuff on Twitter and a lot of email exchanges for our clients. We're talking about expenses and whatnot this week. And again, the outpouring of emails, very helpful, insightful, was pretty incredible. So my job as a driver, nothing to do with expenses. My job as a driver, and I was talking to Mark Weaver about this. We had supper, and I said, my job as a driver, mine personally, is like that of an NFL kicker. He said, what do you mean? I said, if I make the field goal, I'm doing my job. Great drive down the field, great job, team. It's not the kicker that did it. He just did his job. And I'm going to tell you one thing. That kicker hooks that left or pushes it right. Oh, what a bum. And that's how I am. If our horses race good, they're supposed to race good. If they race bad, Anthony screwed up. So even when I win, I can't win. Yesterday, I raced Path of Totality. The last 3 times we raced her, she ended up near the front. I knew that it was going to be tough to beat the horse that won it if he got away on the front, the 7, I believe. But I didn't want to snap her right out of there. You know, it's her last race of the year. You know, she's probably a little tired in her own right. I land down in behind the 3rd favorite, sitting 5th. I tried for 16th of a mile to fish him out. He wasn't coming. I end up first over. She raced huge. Finished 2nd at 59. Last half 57 and 4. Last quarter 29 apiece. Looked good. Very happy. Most people were happy. A couple people said, you know, if you leave, she's got speed. If you leave, you're in the 2-hole behind the favorite. Thank you very, very much. I'm aware she was. But what if I leave and she makes a break? What if I leave, she's a little hot, and I can't let the 7 go, and he drops in behind me? You're assuming I'm driving a golf cart or a car. I'm just going to leave out, drop her in neutral going into the first turn, tap the brakes, let the other guy in front of me, let her rest up, catch her breath, ponder the, you know, what she's doing for the evening, and then just pop her out, and away we go, right to the winner's circle. I wish it was that easy, don't you? So we ended up first over instead of second over. We ended up in the 5-hole instead of the 2-hole. But the filly showed a lot of composure, a lot of brains, and a lot of work ethic to finish second. I couldn't be happier with the year we've had with Path of Totality. Well, I could be happier. She made a couple $100,000, I'd be happier. But considering we gave $10,000 to this filly in the year she's had and how well she's been, her only questionable outing was that break in her last mile. So I've been very, very happy with her. I got to the track today. I listed Dave Pallone. We listed Dave Pallone on the filly. Tim called me, said, well, why don't you drive her? You're here. And I said, well, mostly because Dave literally has 6 times as many wins as I do lifetime. It's not like I don't have any. I have 3,000. He's got like 18. Not to mention he's the leading driver at the Meadows and a fantastic driver. He just won with her. He knows her. On what planet could I possibly say, no, I'll drive her? No. Dave Pallone's driving her. Drove her good, finished 3rd, got a little luck, made a break in the last turn. They went 56 and 4. Next division's Harness AM, snap her over to the front, let the guy go into the first turn. I'm trying to put him in the 2-hole because I know Dave's coming with. I did this the other day, but still, the philosophy is correct. Make the front, hit the brakes, favorite comes, goes down smooth. That's the name of the horse. No, that's not the name of the horse. I forget the name of the horse. Jim Campbell's horse. Comes, clears the front. I'm sitting in the 2-hole behind the favorite. I'm first or second. I look right leaving the gate. The guy coming out there, he don't have any driving gloves on, and you can tell he just got done baling hay or something. Dave. And I said, I'm not getting this guy in behind me. I let him clear to the front. Out comes Dave. Pallone clears to the front. I'm sitting in the 3-hole behind this guy. His horse is okay, but I think ours is better. And now he's gapping down the backstretch. The favorite's getting away. I know who's coming. Aaron Merriman's coming with the 2nd favorite. I think maybe actually the favorite at the time. I come out. I'm thinking in my mind, I'm going to snap around him. I'm 2nd or 3rd. Worst case 3rd. Best case 2nd. Actually, best case win. You know, next best 2nd. Worst case 3rd. I never clear. No gloves guy. And I end up 4th. She raced good. You know, I just tucked the whip away and let her, you know, saunter under the wire. End of this season for the filly, but raced pretty good. She's, you know, I have every reason to believe she's going to come back as a good filly. A filly that can leave that hard, follow, sit, move. As long as she comes back sound, puts some weight on. Really excited to see how, you know, and I say this all the time. People say, oh, you're really excited for 2020 by the sounds of your videos. I am excited for 2020 for multiple reasons. We've got some nice horses in the barn to break. We get some really nice 2-year-olds coming back. Remember, I keep telling everybody, we're trying to build something here. We're trying to build a place where we have good horses, yearlings right through to aged horses, and that takes time. It takes a while to do. I think we're well on our way to doing that. You know, when you look at Cruising in Style, the way he's still racing, And then you look at the 3-year-olds. Yes, fantastic little big horse. Stonebridge Simba is doing good things, and obviously I don't want to mention White Tiger behind either of those two, but he is right now. And he's even was 4th, trotted in 55 the other day. These are very useful horses, and we have a number of other ones in the barn also. Our 2-year-olds coming 3 look pretty impressive. We got some really nice trotting fillies. You know, we're a little light on the trot and colt side. We just sold the Barrow Hanover. Our trot and colts rely on me being right, and Rose Run Valiant coming back good. We got Enduring Strength. We'll get to those horses in a minute. We got Enduring Strength in Ontario. We got some nice 2-year-olds coming 3, and again some nice yearlings. So I am excited about Harness AM. I was very happy with the way Just For Me and You raced. Finished 3rd. Must have trotted in 57 in a piece. Raced well. She's going to race once, maybe twice more. She's got to start in the maiden. I think she can handle them. That's a class that Path of Totality was in yesterday. And now Harness AM is done. Now, I also looked, and Ontario's draw is done. I see Kevin didn't enter the horse. I looked through my messages. There's one there from Kevin saying, you know, the colt's still a little lethargic. You know, I just don't see how we can have him ready to go in the semifinals on Friday. I wish I could have brought that to you sooner, and a number of people asking why he's not in. That's why. Because Kevin just doesn't think he can have him close to 100%, and Kevin's job is quite simple. Do what's best for the horse. I have to make sure I relay all our communications to our clients and talk to them. Kevin's job is for the horse. Do the best job you can. He said, Anthony, we can race him in a maiden. Now there's 2. We can work our way through there. If you want, we can probably make it to the Harvest Series. But don't think we can make it to the semifinals. Now he's got 25,000 made. The Harvest Series is now winners of 30. I'm sure we can have him ready for the Harvest Series. But unfortunately, Kevin did the right thing by the horse. So, kudos for Kevin. It's a tough decision to make. You know, I'm not going to enter him in the semifinals when I know there's a pile of people waiting to see him race. It's a tough decision to make, and you know what? Good on Kevin for making it. Obviously, I had a lot on my plate today. We did look at some horses in the Buckeye sale today. Didn't buy any. Danny bought one. We didn't buy any of the horses I was looking at. I didn't get. Now there was one horse Danny and I were both looking at. Danny's down there. He said, you know, we both have this horse on our list. I said, if you want the filly and you buy her, then go ahead and buy her. If she goes for a little more money and under what I believe she's worth, then we'll buy her. And that's what we did. Danny ended up buying the filly for $10,000. That was the top of where he was willing to spend, and he got the filly, which is fine. We got like 5-6 trotting fillies already for Ohio, so that's not the end of the world. We didn't have great luck with the draw. We had Canadian Titan drew 9, Enduring Strength drew 8. Miss Brandon Beast, first also eligible. That pisses me off. I guess it's a tough division for her. We can have her, again, she'll be ready for the Harvest Series. We'll race her in a maiden next week. She's not done racing. She's just getting fresh right now. She's getting sharp. So she'll race in a maiden and then the Harvest Series, same as Don't Believe, Just Watch, I guess. And then that leaves us with 6 still in. Canadian Titan, Enduring Strength drew 9 and 8. Capistrano drew 2. Need Your Opinion drew the outside, and James didn't have a horse in there. Jody had 2, so I had listed James as a backup on Need Your Opinion. He may very well end up on Need Your Opinion on Friday night, which is fine. James knows the filly, and that's fine. We didn't list James on the filly because James couldn't commit to her, so I don't know whether Blake's horse opted out. We didn't get in with her, or she didn't get in, but she didn't get in. So I would say James will drive Need Your Opinion on Friday night. Actually, I'll call and just put James on the filly. So James can drive Need Your Opinion. Jody can drive Cassode or whatever the hell its name is. Blake's. Who else do we have? We got the Trot and Filly, Trot and Colt. Capistrano drew 2. Need Your Opinion drew outside. Pacing Colt didn't draw in. Miss Brandon Beast didn't draw in. I'm missing one. Wiggle the Light drew in with Need Your Opinion. So we still have lots of horses racing Friday night. Lots coming up. I'm finishing up my lists for Lexington. I had a lot of work done last night. Finishing up my list for Lexington. We'll have something out to a number of groups, a number of clients this week with respect to what we're doing in that regard. So that is what took place the last 2 days. The biggest news for me right now today is, hey, my car is quiet. Obviously, we had a pretty good couple of days in Pennsylvania. I think we got all we were going to get, at least the right way. And got some horses racing tonight. Ruby raced last night. Beach Boutique made a little break. I mentioned her. Elysium Lindy was a little flat. Got to get a bigger bike for him. He's hitting the bike. Watch Ev's in tonight. And then we have the stake races on Friday. Arvica's on Thursday. And then Sunday afternoon, take off. Amy and I take off for Lexington. We'll have something in place for everybody so that everybody knows what the expenses are heading into Lexington. That will go on top of the horse. Anyway, it's 3:31 now. I'll be home at 7:30, 8 o'clock tonight in Ontario. Decent trip. Got a lot done. Got my car fixed, but got a lot done in regards to the sale in Lexington. Looks like we get shut out at the Buckeye, but lots of horses in Lexington, especially Ohio breds. Talk to you guys soon. Hope you're all having a great day.